I married that girl 4 months later. Too fast? Love is blind, Bubba. I had to move fast. She got to know me. I didn't stand a chance. That was 34 years ago. Met her April 28th. Married her September 9th. She's American, Canadian. She's an Air Force kid. I'm a preacher's kid. I think it was that initial look that just kept us through me going out at night and working, trying to make a living, until she got her green card to go to Bible college at 8:10, then come home from night watchman until 6 o'clock in the morning. 2 hours sleep and off to Bible college. Do you think it was those nights when she'd say, "Are you coming home, Chuck? Are you coming home? Are you coming home?" And for 9 months I would laugh at her because that's all I knew how to do. Finally, it's like God kicked my bottom and said, "Chuck, go over and hug the woman, make her a promise." That's what she needs. Because when she was 7 years old, her dad came home from Vietnam, packed up his stuff, loaded up his truck in a trailer, and he drove away and never came home again. Moved to California, where he flew for American until he retired. And years later, I meet this girl, and she compares me to him. Because her dad walked out, someday I also would walk out. And for 9 months I toyed and played with that and didn't get it. Until that 9th month I walked back into that room not knowing much of anything at 21, and I held her in my arms and I said, "Trish, I make you this promise. As long as there's breath in my body, I'll come home to you." It broke something that night, church. It broke something. So we've gone from that to what I'm doing today. Away 7 months a year. Some weeks not having any internet, no phone, doesn't hear from me. I've been arrested. Back of a tank, almost drowned. Yeah. His newsletter about that story was, and one of our larger members, and one of our real fat fuzzy guys couldn't get out of the back of the tank. All the skinny guys were able to get out. Left me back there by myself at the bottom of a river. Water coming in the back hatch. An 18-inch gap between the motor and the outside wall, and I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at me going, "Fat chance, Bubba. Promise your wife you'd make it home for Christmas this year. Doesn't look good." Let me talk to you about the supernatural for a minute. I looked at that 18-inch gap. I looked at me with my parka on and my down-filled vest. I looked like that Michelin Man commercial. Looked at that 18-inch gap again, looked at me, began to strip off as much as I could. Committed myself to get through that 18-inch hole. Didn't work the first time. Floor was wet, and I was trying to move up a hill sideways. Didn't work again the second time, so I prayed, "Okay, Lord, wouldn't mind your help right now. I've never asked you to do this before. I've never prayed this in my life. But would you make me skinny for 30 seconds?